What's up, vapors? Thanks for checking out Daily Vape TV. My name is Nick, and it's Fresh Build Friday. That's right, it's that time again where we get you guys ready for the weekend with a brand new coil build. So I'm going to start off this video with a big shout out and thank you to the people over at Coil Master. They sent me their frame stapled staggered fused Claptons for the purpose of doing this video. If you watch my last week's Fresh Build Friday video, that's when we did the Juggernaut coils, and today we're going to be using these. So thank you guys so much for allowing me to do this video review on your coils. Just wanted to give you guys a big shout out. Anyways, we're going to be giving away the Mage RTA at the end of this video, so make sure you pay attention for that if you entered that contest. So go ahead and grab your mod, your addy, your wick, your wire, your tools, all that good stuff. Let's dive down to the close-up view and build it up. Alright, vapors, as you can see, we have our Goon RDA on top of this RX 200, all ready to go, cleaned up, ready for a nice fresh build. So here we go, we have some Coil Master frame staple staggered Clapton coils, and these you can find on their website for $16.99, and the same ones that I used last week, which were the Juggernaut coils, for $8.99. So if you don't feel like getting into the more complicated and intricate builds, then you could just pick some of these up, and boom, you got brand new, fresh, cool looking coils, and you can post your pictures on Instagram and all that stuff, and you can be a cheater just like I am. So let's just see what we got in the package here. As you can see, it comes with not one, not two, but 3 coils. And you might be wondering, why 3? Why not 2 or 4? Well, it's because, according to the manufacturer, the third one is actually a freebie in case you break a coil or screw up your build or something like that. So you're getting 1 extra coil just in case. But honestly, I still think that it would be a better idea for Coil Master just to do like a 4-pack or something like that. Just keep it a little bit more simple for people. But anyways, as far as the coils themselves go, really not sure the construction. I believe they're all Kanthal wire, but it's kind of interesting. I'm actually going to put up a picture on the screen right about now of the actual core wire of this. It's just a single strand of that ribbon wire. Now, they also lay it down horizontally, whereas in the true frame staple staggered coil, it's supposed to be vertically. Now, that's definitely going to affect the way this thing vapes, but you know what? For a pre-made coil and for this kind of price point, I really can't fault them for that. I mean, I guess it's just more of looks than anything, but let's just go ahead and get started here. Let's install them, and we'll see how everything else goes as far as this build is concerned, how the flavor is, and all that good stuff. This is going to be one of the easier builds, I imagine. I chose the Goon RDA because I wanted something that's going to accept this build here, this much wire. These coils are massive. I tried fitting them in another RDA, and they just would not go whatsoever, so I'm going to have to do this on the Goon. I think it's going to work just fine, but let's just go ahead and try these babies out. So I'm just going to lift up the little plates here on the Goon and just try to squeeze these coils in, or this coil in for now. And even this is kind of on the tighter side compared to, you know, regular flat ribbon or round wire, or even like an alien coil or something like that. This is definitely going to be on the tighter side. So hopefully this all works out. I think we'll be able to manage to squeeze another coil in here, but I might have to pre-trim this wire. So that's actually what I'm going to do right now. I'm actually going to just trim this wire up like that. And there's a lot of wire in there. You can tell there's a ton of wire. I'm just going to keep it nice and tight against the post there. There we go. So just chomp that end off real quick, and we'll grab another coil, and hopefully we can manage to find its way in between this one here. But it is definitely on the tighter side. You're going to need something with at least, I'd say, 3mm post holes, which, I mean, good luck trying to get these in something smaller than that. But Jesus, this is on the tighter side here. I might actually have to overlap or something like that, because I really just can't even get it in. Honestly, I can't fit it even on the Goon RDA, which takes all different kinds of different crazy builds. I've seen all the Instagram builders building all these crazy coils on there. I mean, I'm going to give you guys a real quick close-up of how wide these coils are in comparison to like my normal alien build here. So there you go. You can see the difference with the frame staple staggered compared to an alien coil. I mean, the difference is very obvious, I believe, and it's just going to be really, really tough getting these coils in there. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but let me wrestle with it for a little bit, and I'll see if I can manage it. right, so that was a chore and a half. I got to tell you, I had to pre-cut both leads on both coils and just kind of fit them in there and just overlap them and tighten one side down, then tighten the other side down. Honestly, I'm going to tell you this right now, I really don't believe that it's going to be possible for a lot of you out there to use these coils, since it's just such a royal pain in the ass, even on something as large as the Goon. So I don't know, I'm really not sure what they expect people to run these on, but honestly I feel like it's just a little bit impractical for the coils to be so wide. I mean, even the ribbon wire on the inside looks about like 0.8 millimeter or something like that, so it's going to be actually on the larger side for a ribbon wire kind of coil. And yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it's almost impractical for these coils to be on anything except for maybe the Goon. I mean, I barely was able to fit these coils in there, and this thing is one of the biggest RDAs with the biggest post holes, if you're even going to call them post holes. Anyways, let's go ahead and get these coils all heated up and make sure they fire right. So apparently I have to tune these coils up on this mech mod because they don't read on my rouleau. It says atomizer low, so it's reading actually at 0.07, which I think is a little bit crazy considering these coils. I don't think they're that low personally, but you know what? Let's just fire them up anyways and see where we're at here. So they're glowing pretty nice, but it doesn't glow like a 0.07 or what I think a 0.07 would glow like. I figured they would fire up a hell of a lot quicker than that, but then again, it is a lot of wire in these coils. So I'm assuming, it says right on the package 0.2 ohms. I thought that was going to be overall. However, I guess that's going to be per coil. So with dual coil should come out to 0.1, but it's reading a little extra low. But it looks like here on this front we're good, so let's just go ahead and wick it. All right, guys, let's see some vapor production. Looks pretty good. Let's go back to the main screen, have a vape on this thing, and we'll talk about it some more. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the build section of this video. Now we're going to talk about these coils in a little bit more detail. So my first category, as always, is the heat. And the heat on these coils is, I'd say, average to moderate. Now, with a 5 to 6 second drag, which is, I'd say, pretty good average, you're going to get a nice, moderate, kind of warm vape out of it. Nothing too crazy. I do have the airflow set to wide open on this Goon RDA, which that kind of helps with the heat as well. If you want a little bit warmer of a vape, then you can definitely close off one of those sets of holes, and it's going to be a little bit warmer for you. But honestly, I feel like in this configuration you get a nice average moderate kind of heat, nice warm vapor, very pleasant. So my second category is the ramp up ramp down time. The ramp up time on these coils is forever. In this kind of form factor on top of this mechanical mod, it really does not do these coils any sort of justice. I really would have liked to have been able to use this on my rouleau, but the coils are reading at 0.07 ohms, which I think is a little bit too low for anything. And for a more complicated wire build, it's going to take a long time to ramp up on a mechanical mod. It does work, however, it just doesn't really give me the best possible vape. I really wish these coils were at 0.1 ohms, which I was kind of expecting, so I could use it on my rouleau and vape it around 150 watts. That would have eliminated some of the ramp up time. I could have even used it on my Tempest 200 watt and set it to powerful, and that would even further reduce the ramp up time. The ramp down time, it's not really significant, because I don't feel like the coils are getting to their full heat potential, so to speak. But honestly, I get a few seconds of ramp down time. It does sizzle a little bit, but the ramp up time, though, I just really can't stand it. It is absolutely forever on this mechanical. Which moves us on to our third category, which is the difficulty of this build. Honestly, for a pre-made, prefabbed coil, I'm going to say the difficulty of this build is rather high, considering I'm really not too much of a fan of how long it took me to actually actually install these coils. Considering this was just basically an install video, you're looking at already probably 15 minutes or so just based on the install alone. Really not too happy with that. I really wish they would have made it a little bit easier, compacted those coils a little bit, and just made it so you can fit it in just about any RDA out there. I would have liked to have put them on my Velocity V2 because of the way the over-under post holes are sitting, and that would just work really well for this type of coil. However, the post holes on the Velocity V2 cannot possibly accept these coils because they're so huge. With that being said, let's go on to our final category, which is the flavor. I am getting really good flavor on them. That's one kind of saving grace to these coils, is the flavor is fantastic. Not quite as good as some of my own pre-made coils, or my own creations rather. For a pre-made coil though, I think they're top notch. So in that aspect, I feel like the Coil Master Frame Stapled Staggered Fuse Claptons kind of win. In all other categories, I feel like it's kind of a fail. So I'll let you guys be the judge. If you want some fancy coils without doing any of the work, then go ahead and pick up some Coil Master pre-made coils. However, if you can put in the effort yourself, I would definitely recommend doing it yourself. So I'm just going to go ahead and blow a few more clouds on this thing, and then we'll give away the Mage. It's giveaway time, so make sure you pay attention if you entered my meme contest to give away the Mage RTA. I have chosen the winner, but before I announce it, I do have to just say thank you guys for entering my contest. You know, it really gave me a good laugh, and that's exactly what I needed. So thank you all for entering. If you don't win, then don't worry about it, because there will be more contests in the future. But anyways, the winner of the Mage RTA is Nathan Homer. Congratulations, brother. You have won. Make sure you send me proof that you're 21 or older and your mailing address, and I'll get that out to you as soon as I possibly can. With that being said, again, just thank you guys so much for entering that contest. I love to be able to give back to the community that has given me so much. So thank you guys so much for that. So anyways, guys, that about does it for this video. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for more videos just like this. Of course, leave me comments in the box below of what you think of this build, whether or not you want to try it out for yourself, or anything that has to do with the Coil Master Frame Stapled Staggered Fuse Claptons. But yeah, just leave me comments down there. I'd love to talk to you guys. Of course, check out the advocacy links in the box below. I've got them down there for you so you can fight for your right to vape. Don't forget to check me out on all my different social medias. I have Twitter and Instagram. Make sure you follow me on there. Like my page on Facebook. Check out my Snapchat. And if you want to give me a couple of bucks on Patreon, that would be awesome as well. So that about does it for this video, guys. And as always, vape on!